Hi folks, here's how I made my leek dibber, consisting of an old fork shaft actually that somebody snapped one of the plot holders in our allotment and snapped the end off it, and I said, "Are you throwing that away?" And he says, "Yeah." It's one of those cheap stainless steel made in China forks it was, and the fork didn't last 10 minutes, but the shaft is made out of really good quality ash, fairly well made, riveted handle. So I've just put a semi-point on it for making me holes for me leeks, to dib my leeks. So, as they say in Yorkshire, make out from nout, pay nout for out, and if you want out doing, do it for your sen. So there is one really nice leek dibber. Basically shove it into the ground, push any big stones out of the way which might get in the way, job done. It's a quick video this time, so I'll add something to it to make it worthwhile and show you my homemade lathe. Move the tripod out of the way. Homemade lathe consists of parts from other machines, and in the front there I have a 6306 standard plain roller bearing. Into the front, one on either side, and the shaft I turned on the metalwork lathe, and the threads are the same threads as the metalwork Myford lathe. You take the standard Myford metalwork parts, which are 10 a penny, because when you start buying into specialist woodwork chucks they can be very expensive, whereas you can pick these up for £20–30 from car boot sales or engineering sales and clearances and things like that. And the rest of the lathe just consists of two 60x40 box sections, 5mm wall thickness, and they are 6 foot long. Actually disappears underneath the wooden bench there and goes right to the far end, and it's fastened together on the ends. I'll clean the sort of stuff there. You can see there's a steel block in between the two and just welded top and bottom, and then they fasten onto two pieces of oak footings, as you can see there, and the oak footings actually go up inside past, if I clean that way you can see they actually go up inside the box sections there. You can see the steel ends, and then there's a little spigot sticking up which goes in between the boxes to hold it square. I think you can see that there. Metal comes down to about there, then the wood comes up to there. So that's actually it's an 1 3/4 block, is that steel block there, to give me that 1 3/4 gap there. And the rests are made myself out of square inch bar, and then ground these with a big angle grinder to have it's like a 60% curve. It's not quite half, it's just over halfway, and they make the nicest rest, so you can go around the corners when you're turning. I'm not too keen on these ones with a sharper edge, because it tends to bite in and you can't slide as easy. So I have two of those. I have a 6-inch one and a 12-inch one. The actual rest is made out of a 2-inch by 3/4 inch solid steel bar, milled out to take a standard 17mm head bolt, which goes down through a little block in the middle there. You can see the block. It's got a nip screw which stops this bolt from turning for tightening up. And on the bottom just consists of I think I've got one here somewhere handy. Yes, I have. This fits on the bottom underneath, and spans the two box sections, and then the bolt goes down through there, and I've got another 1 3/4 inch solid round bar threaded to take the main bolt itself, and then this one just screws into halfway for the lever. Quite simple stuff really, all off the shelf pieces of metalwork. The headstock is consisting of 6mm plate, and it was cut in a semicircle to fit this main steel block in, which is, by the way, filled with oil. And to fill it with oil, the indexing block there, one of these screws goes right through this one, so you can fill that entire cylinder with oil, and the bearings last an awful long time. I think I've only put one set of bearings in that in 20 years. And it's a standard three pulley aluminium pulley off another lathe or whatever I had at some time. And the motor is actually a sewing machine motor, similar to a washing machine motor, with the rubber mounts on. And that's a cap. It splits there, and it has 2 Allen keys running up through the middle. You see the bottom of the Allen key there. There's 2 of those, and that's a half cap. And these are the original rubber mounts off the sewing machine itself, and that's just held together with a piece of box section across the top and pivots here. And the adjuster here is off a Citroen 2CV, I think it's off the alternator. Again, fastened through there. It's quite simple stuff. And the tailstock again is just 2-inch solid bar, steel bar, threaded to the same threads as the chuck, which is, I think it's 1.1/8 by 16 TPI, I think it is. That's the same thread. So only have to buy one set of tooling. Morse 2 tapers, and this one doesn't have a live centre. You just turn that there to take up the slack. Turn it at the back there, which is not much slower. And then the nip screw there to hold it. And same again, flat plate construction, semicircles at the top, tack welded. You don't have to weld the whole seams, just 1 inch there and 1 inch there, and so on. Same with the headstock, and the same tightening system as the rest. So it cost me about, I don't know, altogether, I already had that. I think it was about, at the time, 25 years ago, maybe about £30 to make that lathe. And I really like it. Absolutely solid construction, you know, a lot stronger than some of the commercially available ones. And like I say, I've got 6 foot length from the full length of my workshop here right down to the other side. So I can turn some long 4-poster beds or nail posts, stair rails, rods, all sorts of things if I wanted to. So that's the homemade lathe as well. So hope what was I going to say? Hope the instructions there gives you a rough idea of how you could build one. Build it to whatever sizes you like, but the main thing is this thread is the metalwork thread, not the woodwork thread. So you don't need any adapters, you just go straight to the second-hand metalwork chucks and face plates, etc, etc. I've got one here. That's a genuine Myford ML7 metalwork. I've got 2 or 3 of those. So you can pick these up cheap and steer away from the expensive woodwork market, because one chuck can cost you well over £100. I think I bought this chuck, all the plates, all the materials, everything for less than £100. So thanks again for looking in. Bye for now.